When you collect lots of stuff, like me, you begin to have this monthly crisis where you realize you're just surrounded by things, and you have to justify to yourself why you won't get rid of any of it. I have so many VHS tapes. They mock me with their cheap plastic and tape mold, bulky size, and I can't get rid of them. These are my children. This war-torn copy of Dino Riders Volume 2, it's like a son to me. Of course, there's nothing wrong with having a big collection for the sake of surrounding yourself with the things you love, especially if you can work to preserve or keep those things alive. From the outside though, with your piles of stuff, you will get called a hoarder, unless those things are valuable. Notice how as the items in a collection get more and more valuable, it stops becoming hoarding or simple collecting, and it takes on a whole new meaning. Curating. Yeah, you're not collecting rare, valuable cars, you're curating them. You're not hoarding historical works of art, you're curating them. I could go on, but I think you get the point that I'm making. Am I curating this? Or this? No, of course not. I'm just collecting these things because they bring me joy. I wouldn't want VHS to become a money market overnight. That would make getting new tapes harder and make it harder for people to get into the hobby. I mean, most of the tapes that I have are free or I got for really cheap. People are happy to throw these things at you if you just ask, but still, wouldn't it be nice if there were some tape in my collection that was suddenly extremely valuable overnight? Something I didn't even realize I could sell for thousands? What's this? Oh, just Disney junk. God, I swear you could line your roof with these Disney clamshells for next to nothing. Wait a minute. Yes! Yes! My God, I've struck gold. This'll show everyone. I'm not just a tape hoarder. I'm a curator of fine art, of rare media. I'm rich. Nah, this pile in my hand, it's like not even 40 bucks. That black diamond on the spine means nothing. It's just a concise way to organize some of the animated Disney releases on VHS. They're fun to collect in the same way that you collect state quarters. You're gonna find them even if you're not looking for them, and they're all worth about as much as you'd expect. Hungry for content from the Facebook user demographic. A lot of blogs or article farms in the 2010s started to push this clickbaity sort of 10 things from your childhood that could be worth thousands trend. These articles often have pictures of basic common items that realistically aren't going to be worth anything. So then where do they get this metric of value? eBay listings. eBay is a funny place. You can list anything for any buy it now price, and given the nature of some collectors markets, some uninitiated people might see your listing and assume that's what these things are really worth. You might be familiar with this, the Princess Diana Beanie Baby, the most worthless, priceless collector's item ever. People out there are still convinced that this thing is worth thousands of dollars because, well, it got listed for thousands of dollars. Some poor souls were even duped into buying it for that much. But I got mine for 20 bucks, and that was too much. You'll even see the real value of these items on eBay if you scroll for more than like a minute. But these articles are gonna get way more clicks if they can convince you that someone out there values their Pez dispensers for $5,000. This is pretty much exactly what happens with the black diamonds. People think that they are worth so much money because they get listed on eBay for $10,000, $50,000, $1 million? Are you kidding me? But that's all they are, listed. Realistically, you're never gonna sell one for that much money, at least not in my lifetime, or without Walt Disney's post-mortem signature emblazoned on the front. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. What even are the Black Diamonds? The Black Diamond name is not official or anything. It just refers to the black diamond on the spine of the tape. They were 19 tapes released between the mid-80s to early 90s to sort of celebrate the classics in Disney's animated history. 19 might be a controversial number here, but I consider this Fantasia release to be a part of the Classics series. As well, it doesn't have the Black Diamond, it does feature the other diamond that all the other tapes in the series do have. So I consider it a part of the series, and I know a lot of other people do too. These tapes were, in themselves, already pretty collectible. The spines look great next to each other, and they really are a great set of movies to have in a collection. Especially if you're after preserving the way you watched movies as a kid. They were sold for a premium at the time of their release, which no doubt led some people to believe that they were going to hold some serious value down the line. A lot of us watched these exact tapes when we were younger, so it can be easy to get caught up in the nostalgia and the collectability of it all. It's almost no wonder these don't seem too out of place with such outrageous price tags. But that doesn't make them any less outrageous. Remember that price tag I showed you earlier? It was like $239 something thousand. I scoured the internet and couldn't find any trace of that exact amount in a sale, but I did find an eBay listing for a similar price. You know, only $10,000 off, and of course, it's this one. Among all these tapes, one seems to be the belle of the ball as far as value is concerned. Beauty and the Beast Black Diamond became the trigger phrase for these listicle sleeper agents in 2016, and the hype train of value has continued since then. To this day, you will still find crazy prices from hopeful sellers in possession of this tape that is not rare at all. I got mine for less than $1 at the local thrift. Now I hear you ask, why are there some completed listings with these crazy prices? People have bought this tape for thousands of dollars. Why are you lying to me? Do you hate me? Why does it smell like that when I pee? Look, I don't have all the answers, but the tape is not worth that much. None of them are. You can go on eBay and buy one for like $30 now if you're dead set on buying it still. I guess this listing has an unopened copy with promo stickers. I doubt that an ad for Pizza Hut has a value of $9,900. Come on, I can still find sealed copies of this tape with completed sales on eBay for $50. Looking at these, my mind can really only jump to one conclusion. Yeah, I mean, I don't have proof, but come on, this has to be dubious behavior. If not money laundering, then it's some seller trying to jack up the value of their goods with inflated sale prices. I mean, come on, this account was made the same day that crazy bid came through. Nah, I'm not buying it, and neither should you. Well, what about this lot? Sold for $60K. Oh, you mean this one? The incomplete, trashed collection of some of the Black Diamonds with 2 Masterpiece Collection Snow White tapes thrown in for good measure? One look at the seller's feedback will tell you all you need to know. Accidentally ordered this, but he let me cancel it very quickly. Very nice and good eBay seller, would gladly buy from again if I need something. Thank you again for letting me cancel this order. So yeah, didn't sell. Also, can you imagine committing to spend $60,000 on this Blockbuster discount bin trash? They must have been sweating gallons trying to get that order canceled. The hype around these tapes is totally fabricated. If you want to build a collection of these movies and you're intimidated by these articles or the inflated eBay prices, I promise you've got nothing to stress about. And if you're a seller trying still for some reason to make bank on these tapes, go outside. Feel the beautiful sun's rays on your face. Go lie in the grass and bask in the glory of the real world, because you are not living in it. Thank you so much for watching and joining me on this foray into the weird world of VHS reselling. If you liked what you saw, consider subscribing. I make all sorts of videos on weird old media. Or you could join me on Twitch. Every Friday I watch a weird VHS tape from my collection. And I think it's a lot of fun. I think you'd enjoy it. So yeah, peace.